All right, get ready to level up, because in this explainer, we are transforming you from a passive AI user into a confident, boss-level prompt engineer.
Okay, let's dive into this. Whether you're using ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Claude, or Mistral, the days of just staring at a blinking cursor, yeah, those are officially over. Look, have you ever typed a question into an AI hoping for an amazing essay or a brilliant creative idea, and instead, you got a robotic, incredibly boring wall of text, something that sounds exactly like a dusty textbook from the 1990s? We have absolutely all been there. It's so frustrating. But here's the secret. The AI isn't broken. Not at all. It's just sitting there, waiting for the right instructions. It's waiting for a better prompt.
To show you just how high the stakes really are, consider this crazy story from our sources. There was an employee named Mark, right? And Mark blindly copied a generic, unverified AI response for a highly complex legal contract. Because he didn't know how to prompt the AI properly or double-check its work, his mistake cost his company a massive 150,000 euros. No way, right? Now, contrast that with his colleague, Sophie. Sophie actually took the time to master how AI reasons. She learned to give precise instructions, she verified the outputs, and she ended up literally tripling her productivity and scoring a massive raise. The difference there wasn't the AI tool itself, the difference was the human directing it.
So the crucial point is understanding what a prompt actually is at its core. A prompt is simply a specific, clear set of instructions given to an AI to generate a precise, high-quality output. Think of it kind of like giving instructions to a blindfolded master chef in a world-class kitchen. If you just walk in and yell, "Make food," well, you're probably going to get a bowl of uninspired slop. But if you tell that same chef exactly what ingredients to use, what specific cooking style you want, and exactly how it should be plated, you get a Michelin star meal. To get that Michelin star result from your AI, you need to activate what we call the 5 elements of power. Think of these as your ultimate cheat codes. First up, context. Who are you and what's the background of the situation? Second is objective. What exactly do you want to achieve? Third, format. Do you want a table, bullet points, maybe a script? Fourth is tone. Should it be funny, super professional, or highly academic? And fifth, level of detail. How long or incredibly complex should the answer be? Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is the immediate difference between a basic request and a perfectly engineered instruction. The new prompt just says, "Summarize this." Basically, the AI has to guess absolutely everything else. But look at the pro prompt straight from the Mistral AI guide. It sets a role, act as an expert. It gives a format, 5 bullet points. And it gives a highly specific objective, focusing on financial performance. If you start using this structure for your school research or when you're revising a tough topic, your results are going to instantly jump in quality.
Setting the tone completely transforms the output. You see, the Mistral AI documentation highlights a brilliant tip for learning, and it's all about adjusting the audience. If you're stuck on a really difficult topic, you can literally just tell the AI, "Explain quantum physics to me like I'm 5 years old." And boom, suddenly the AI drops all that confusing, dense jargon and uses simple, everyday analogies. You're commanding the vibe to make your own learning process absolutely effortless.
And hey, this applies to coding too. A vague prompt like, "Make a productivity app," is going to leave the AI totally confused. But take a look at this pro prompt shared by AI expert Ludo Salen. He told the AI to act as an expert developer and specifically requested a Pomodoro web app using HTML and CSS with a minimalist UI. By dictating the exact format and the level of detail, the AI literally built him a functioning, sleek web app right before his eyes. It just proves again that AI is only as smart as the human who's directing it.
When you have a really complex homework assignment or a massive coding task, you've got to break it down. Mistral AI actually recommends a multi-step approach. Step 1, set the role. Step 2, present the main steps of your project. And Step 3, request the output. You can even ask the AI to activate its reflection mode so it explains its reasoning to you step by step before it gives you the final answer. This forces the AI to think logically, and honestly, it really helps you understand the whole process.
Okay, let's pivot away from school and code to pure, unadulterated creativity. Have you ever wanted to direct your own movie or design your own video game? Well, there's this incredible global competition called the AI4Good Festival, and it's specifically challenging young people ages 12 to 25 to create short films and games addressing major global issues, all while using AI as their assistant. It is literally the perfect playground to test out your brand new prompting skills.
Let's move to and see how this builds a complete video creation roadmap.
As the AI4Good Festival outlines, this is very much a step-by-step process. There's no magic make movie button you can just push. First, you prompt the AI to help you brainstorm the idea and the script. Next, you plan a storyboard. Then, you use image generators to create your specific scenes. And finally, you use AI animation tools to actually bring it to life. Every single one of those steps requires a specific, tailored prompt from you. When you finally get to step 3, generating the visuals, the rules of prompting shift a little bit. According to the Reddit prompt engineering community, you really need to start using cinematic language. You specify the camera lens, like 35mm. You also absolutely must decouple motion, which means you separate the movement of the camera from the movement of your subject. Because if you don't do this, your AI videos will turn into weird, melting, chaotic hallucinations. And finally, always define your aspect ratio, so the AI knows the exact shape of your canvas.
Just like with text, specific geometry beats vague vibes every single time. If you tell an image generator like Midjourney or Mistral's tools to make a cool, moody video, it's gonna guess, and it's usually gonna guess pretty poorly. But if you use the cinematic template, putting your subject, action, and location first, followed by highly specific instructions like cinematic lighting, wide shot, and subtle film grain, you take total control of the director's chair.
But remember, the AI isn't just for making the final glossy product. As the experts at Tudo.com point out, AI is the ultimate co-pilot for organizing your entire life and your creative process. You can use your new prompt engineering skills to ask the AI to generate a shooting checklist for your camera gear, write an interview script with specific, targeted questions, or even build a retro-planning timeline to make absolutely sure your project is finished way before the deadline.
And this brilliantly illustrates one of the most powerful techniques of all, few-shot prompting. If you're ever struggling to get the exact tone or style you want, whether that's for an essay, a polite email, or a creative story, just give the AI an example. You just paste in a paragraph of your own writing or a style you really admire and prompt the AI, write the next paragraph in this exact style. Providing an example practically guarantees the AI will perfectly match your creative vision.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a really profound quote from our sources. The danger of AI isn't the machine, it's the human. An AI without a prompt is just an idle engine. It does nothing. It absolutely requires human curiosity, critical thinking, and highly specific instruction to work its magic. You are the one in the driver's seat.
So here's my final challenge to you. Open up Copilot, Claude, ChatGPT, or whatever tool you prefer. But don't just say hello. Use the 5 elements of power. Give it a role, set the context, and dictate the exact format. Test out that explain like I'm 5 trick on a subject you completely hate. Start acting like the director of your own digital world. What will your first boss-level prompt be today? Go experiment and have fun.